And we are back for the finals. Yeah, we hope you liked our tournament. The Austrian Legacy Masters is nearing an end,
Yeah.
and about 10 hours of streaming are now close to done. I really loved it.
So we will look into what happens now for the finals. It is Max Kastenberg on Bug Scam against Johannes Gutbrot on 4-color control. We will head into the players area here and we will see what they will decide to do. It is a matter of the ALM slot, the European Legacy Masters Qualifier, and I think they are discussing what to do.
Yeah, because the first one gets the European Legacy Masters slot, and also a tropical island, and the second one gets a tundra.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I've talked to the judge. The blue two players basically talked out a split how they want to proceed. Johannes Gutbrot will be counted as a winner for this tournament. He will get the ELM slot to maybe represent Austria
Would be great.
in the European Legacy Masters, and Max Kastenberg gets some amount of one duel and another duel, if I know it correctly. And yeah, this is kind of the split that the two players agreed. And yeah.
What are you doing? They're just looking through each other's deck list.
Right now, I think that's kind of strange, but I mean, after, I don't know, 10 hours of playing,
Yeah.
everybody feels it is just, it's just insane.
I think what I'm really cool and happy for is that Rescaminator is not in the finals. Like,
Yeah.
not the typical version.
Not typical version, we had a lot of Rescaminator, but the bug version made it to the finals. 4-color control won the whole thing, and really, really great players overall. And the best thing about it, tomorrow we have another stream. We have another ELM slot to give away, because tomorrow is the Austrian Legacy League Seasons and Tournament, where we play out, again, European Legacy Masters slot. Yeah.
The deck lists for the finalists are to be seen on the Stream Decker extension. It could be that it doesn't work on mobile, but on PC it definitely does. And we will also upload our deck list to MTG Top 8 at the latest, where you can definitely all get the deck lists for
Or you can see them on our Twitter in the next 2 to 3 business days.
Yeah, I don't think that we will publish them today, just to don't give every other competitor too big of an
Advantage for tomorrow, yeah.
Yeah, so most likely on Monday, the list for top 8 from today, and on Tuesday, most likely for Sunday.
Probably. On our Twitter, it's twitter.com. It's x.com. Sorry.
It's twitter.com.
Yeah, for me, it's always Twitter. Twitter.com/Austrian_legacy. There you can get all the information and basically everything about our tournament.
Yeah. So right now we will look into what will be done.
And maybe we can get the winner to a short interview.
Yeah, absolutely.
That would be great.
Yeah.
So I basically will get now Johannes, maybe for a small interview, talk about his piles, talk about his lines, and yeah.
With this, we can conclude the stream afterwards.
So in 2 to 5 minutes, we will have an interview with Johannes Gutbrot.
Yes, there's the handshake.
Whoa!
Perfect.
So now, the Austrian Legacy Masters is over. The Austrian Legacy Master 2024 is called Johannes Gutbrot on 4-color control. So what do you think about this?
I mean, I think the story of this whole tournament is just one card and one card only. It's the Psychic Frog. It's popping up in so many different deck lists. The traditional Rescaminator versions with Grief, they were present, but in the top tables, like we see in the top 8, we only have 2 of this traditional Rescaminator deck. It's very good, but 7 out of the top 8 deck lists actually had Psychic Frog in it.
Yeah. Even the control deck had Psychic Frog in it.
Yeah.
because the card is just such an insane powerhouse. It's just everything you want to do. And the best thing about Psychic Frog, I said this beforehand, is that it doesn't lead to non-interesting non-games.
Yeah. It is a very, very powerful threat. Intricate little incremental advantage to be gained by drawing a card, and a lot of different interactions. How big do you grow it? It can help to either, remove any of your reanimation targets from your hand and get them into the graveyard, or I've seen the frog be used against a surgical extraction to protect
wow,
your
yeah.
cards in your deck, for example. It's versatile. It's a
It does
cool card.
everything.
It's a cool card and seems to be quite on the top power level for Legacy.
Yeah, I like it. And I also find it a little bit funny that it was so insanely underestimated at first. Everybody was talking about Netagoyf here, Netagoyf there. It's the big new thing. And now suddenly this little tiny frog
Yeah,
just tears up Legacy.
yeah, exactly.
Really great, really great. So
Absolutely.
we take a short break and then we head over to our interviews with the winner.
Johannes.
Like we said beforehand, it was a very, very short break. We are now here with Johannes Grubroth, our Austrian Legacy Master. So congratulations to the title, to the win. How do you feel?
It's really, really great. I've been like so close several times this year, and was really annoying. And for me, it's just very important thing. So yeah, I'm so happy that I finally made it. It's like one of the last slots that is possible.
Yeah, tomorrow is
And that's
it's probably
the last.
one of
Yeah,
the
okay.
last
So
slots, yeah, for
it was
us,
so
yeah.
close. And last year I didn't manage to do it, and we even scheduled our vacation.
Yeah.
So that I could make it last year, but I didn't qualify, and it was so close. And this year again, we are returning from the States a little bit earlier, and I think if I would not qualify again, then I would be very upset, and another person as well. Yes, you understand?
So
Yeah.
really great performance, really great tournament from you. I really love the fact that you yesterday were so spontaneous and just wrote to me. It's like, well, Philip, how's it? Is there still a room? Is there still a slot? Can we play?
That's actually true.
Great.
Yeah, that's how it should be. Like we decided yesterday that we will be going here to learn.
And now you are going first place. So really congratulations. It's insane story here. But some questions here.
Yeah, sure.
For color control with Psychic Frog. I mean, that's kind of very spicy. How did you come to this idea? Is this already something that gets played a lot, or is this more like your flavor of the month?
Actually, I have to make a big shout out to Mark. I hope he's listening at the moment.
Mark
Eric Vogt,
Yeah.
because we are playing a lot of together. We are testing and having like beautiful dinner evenings, and then we kind of. I think in the first place it was his idea to play good 2-drops to be able to incorporate days in the deck. And he had a version before with Yorion and Ground Seal and Spreading Seas. And Carpet Medic. You know,
it's
that's
also
Some-
such a
yeah, that was really
list.
beautiful deck, but probably a little bit too weak. The enchantments, like on
I think
their
it-
own.
I think it was too slow
Yeah,
because
yeah,
when
as
he
well.
played that list in June in Bologna,
Yes.
I talked to him, and he often went to time, and
Yeah.
he had so many draws. That's a problem. This deck simply couldn't close out games, and I think that has changed now with Psychic Frog.
Yeah, exactly. And I think like it's much leaner now, and I think we both decided like some weeks ago that if you want to play control, you really have to play probably Nile Spellbomb main deck, and you have to play the list very lean. So we want to have like those good 2-drops. We want to have 4 Beanstalk and 4 Psychic Frog, so you can attack different matchups when one of them resolves. The days is now like actually it makes sense to play the days because you have like 8 2-drops, and then the deck becomes leaner. The matchup against Cam is much better than it was
Yeah.
before.
And how does playing basically a creature in a control list feel? Because like most of the time when you play or basically looking back to the old days with
Draw,
blue-white
control, draw, go,
miracles.
draw, go.
You had no creatures that were being able to sort plowshare and stuff like that. And with Psychic Frog, you give basically a free answer to your opponent. And I think you boarded a lot of times Psychic Frogs out. Am I
At
right?
least one or two,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow, okay.
I did. I'm actually not 100% sure if this is the right call to do, but in this meta, I think there's very few removals running around. So many of the top decks, they just don't really have an answer to it. Like Scam doesn't have an answer.
Yeah.
Eldrazi doesn't have an answer. Tron doesn't have. They don't have an answer.
Yeah, and also Pyroblast is on an all-time low right
Exactly. So there is not really much of removal. Like I played against blue-white Stifle Knot. They have swords, of course, in this matchup. It's probably worse. But even then, he kind of has to respect if I board. Do I board him out? Do I board a few out? So he has to leave some swords, which might be really bad if I just have like the control plan with Beanstalk and Leyline Bindings. So the card is just too busted in itself, and the meta has few removals, so this makes it very playable.
So pack your Pyroblast for tomorrow.
Oh yeah, please.
So yeah, do we see each other again tomorrow?
Yes.
For the Austrian Legacy seasons and tournament. It's already pretty late.
No, it's fine. The light's already off. So
Yeah, they are already throwing us out.
Yeah.
Like the bouncers can't get it out. Like bam.
I really have to say that these guys are really so motivated for Legacy. Everyone who's watching it, you should come to Linz and play with them. No, sympathetic guys and really rooting for the format, and beautiful as well. I think it's important to keep the spirit of the game, and if there are not people like you, I probably would die out, and so it will not die out like this.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
nice.
Legacy is just a community.
I will come from Munich for
format.
this thing.
Thank you very much. That's great. It's great to have you here. It's great to have so many nations competing in our events, and that's really what drives us. That's really what brings us together. It's the gathering that really makes it shine. That's why we love the format. That's why we love Legacy, and that's why we love you, Johannes. Thank you very much for coming.
Good night.
So we see us tomorrow. We are starting the stream again at 10 o'clock a.m. CET. So if you wanna watch us from the States, it's about 4 a.m. It's pretty soon, but that doesn't mean that you can't do it. So join us tomorrow again for the next big tournament, for the next European Legacy Masters slot, and for a lot of Legacy action. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye.